This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Do you ever think about switching insurance companies to see if you could save some cash? Progressive makes it easy. Just drop in some details about yourself and see if you're eligible to save money when you bundle your home and auto policies. The process only takes minutes, and it could mean hundreds more in your pocket. Visit Progressive.com after this episode to see if you could save. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Potential savings will vary. Not available in all states.
Bombas makes the most comfortable socks, underwear, and T-shirts.
Warning, Bombas are so absurdly comfortable you may throw out all your other clothes.
Sorry, do we legally have to say that?
No, this is just how I talk, and I really love my Bombas.
They do feel that good. And they do good, too. One item purchased equals one item donated.
To feel good and do good, go to bombas.com/listen and use code LISTEN for 20% off your first purchase. That's BOMBAS.com/listen and use code LISTEN at checkout.
Welcome back. It's another Bob and Tom Extra. This is Christopher. Not only is the Bob and Tom Show live every weekday morning, but every afternoon we'll give you a little extra in case you missed anything. On the big show today, West Coast correspondent Al Jackson. He's coming up in just a minute.
This episode brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Do you ever find yourself playing the budgeting game? Shifting a little money here, a little there, and hoping it all works out? Well, with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive, you can get a better budgeter and potentially lower your insurance bill too. You tell Progressive what you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll help find you options within your budget. Try it today at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law. Not available in all states.
Building a portfolio with Fidelity Basket Portfolios is kind of like making a sandwich. It's as simple as picking your stocks and ETFs, sort of like your meats and other toppings, and managing it as one big, juicy investment. Now that's pretty good. Learn more at Fidelity.com/baskets. Investing involves risk, including risk of loss. Fidelity Brokerage Services, LLC. Member NYSE SIPC.
I got combat training from overseas. Now I'm the bouncer at the Chuck E. Cheese. I think I'd rather do a year in jail than another afternoon in Chuck E. Cheese hell. Chuck E. Cheese hell. I'm in Chuck E. Cheese hell. We cater to a snot-nosed clientele in Chuck E. Cheese hell. Mama drives Chipper to the Chuck E. Mall, watches him waller in some plastic bowls. The band sucks and the pizza's cold, and you eat it with a slobbering 4-year-old in Chuck E. Cheese hell. Puke with pepperoni still smells the same. You waste a paycheck on a video game. Lined up out the door like the Stones are in town. Ain't enough Chucky ass whippings to go around in Chuck E. Cheese hell. I'm in Chuck E. Cheese hell. Squalling youngins and a skee ball bell in Chuck E. Cheese hell. I did 2 tours of duty in Vietnam, fighting jungle rot and breathing napalm, but they couldn't torture me half as well as little birthday boops in Chuck E. Cheese hell. Chuck E. Cheese hell. I'm in Chuck E. Cheese hell. I need a Chuck E. straight jacket and a padded cell after Chuck E. Cheese hell.
For those of you who always need something extra, well, there you go. This is Bob and Tom Extra.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold with our special guest.
He is comedian Ryan Singer. I think we're getting set. There we go. We're getting set to join comedian Al Jackson. And you've really spruced up the space there, Al.
Yeah. Hey, look, we got the week off for the show, so I've been doing dad stuff in the yard. Today is bulk trash pickup day, so it's a big day around these parts.
All right.
Now, were you able to throw a bunch of stuff away, or did you have enough stuff to throw away after your last girlfriend took everything?
It's funny. I was telling Dean before we got on, I got into my car was stolen last year, along with my home being gutted.
Yeah.
The guys that stole my car, we got it back. There was a bunch of tools in the back. And I sold a couple in the parking lot of the PNC Bank. Shout out Facebook Marketplace. And, after that, I was like, let me just see what's up. Because I was like, I don't know what you're supposed to saw, but I was like, I think this is a nice saw. So I started to learn how to, do that. Then there was a sander back there. It was like Bob Vila stole my joint.
Wow. So how long after your car was stolen did you get it back?
They found the guy. Did I tell you they caught the guys drag racing?
No.
Yeah, I had she was pretty, man. I had a Dodge Challenger. Shout out. Her name was Gina. Shout out Martin. Damn Gina. And, she was just a beautiful, and I was happy because there's a part of my male ego is like, yo, my car ain't going out like no rolling restroom downtown. My car went out on its shield on the highway drag racing. So shout out.
Yeah. No, but you got it back. Did you have to sell it?
I eventually had to sell it because when you get your car back, because when I went to go get the car back, I think I'm sure I was like, y'all, where you think like the cops are going to be there with like that paper that's got blue and pink on both sides. So like there's some kind of transaction. They just gave me my car back. I got in, the 12-pack of beer that they were drinking was still in there. There was a huge knife and 2 gigantic meth pipes in the cup holders. And I'm like, hey, y'all clearly did not clean the car out. So like when you get your car back, it's just kind of as is. And they had done some weird stuff with the ignition to make it go faster. They were very Tokyo Drift with it, but it eventually like messed with the electrical system, so I had to total it out. But I drove it again for maybe like another 2 months.
All right. Well, and then once again, we have to explain that your house was largely emptied out when your last romance ended.
Yes. First of all, Ryan, what up, man?
Hey, how you doing, buddy?
Yeah, I'm chilling, man. My ex, and I talk about this in my act. It's weird, Ryan. I don't know if you ever have this now, as a veteran comic like we are. I keep telling myself this is going to be funny. This is going to be funny, and I was thinking this in real terms because I broke up with my fiance, and I tried to be a G about it. Gave her 3 racks to move out, and I stayed in a hotel, for a couple weeks just to like let her move out because I'm on the TV and I didn't want any dust ups at the crib, So when I walk back in, and it'll be a year on Labor Day this year. That's how I know exactly when it was. I walked into my crib and I was on the phone with my homeboy John Vargas, and I'm looking at my phone, and I walked in and my voice started echoing like I was doing a walkthrough on Zillow. Like it was just, it made me pick my head up, and I looked to the right and I was like, my couch should be there, but it's not. And she stole every single thing that I own, but she had like weeks to be petty. So she went through my drawers. She stole like, the stuff you don't even know you have in your house. So you go to reach for it. You like, damn, she took my Q-tips, like she took every little thing. But it was cool because it gave me a chance to like refresh and go to Target and look at all the attractive
Ryan,
in there. So,
if I remember correctly, she stole Al's ceiling fan.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Josh, that's not right. It's multiple ceiling fans.
Oh my God.
She took a cup. Do you understand how petty you have to be to get a ladder?
You got to get a ladder.
Yeah.
The right screwdriver.
You got to detach wiring.
Yes.
I'm going to say she had help.
She had to turn a breaker off.
She had to help.
She had to figure out which breaker it was.
Yeah.
Oh, my complicated.
God.
This was like a long. Christy, she definitely had help.
Yeah.
What I think she did, and it didn't hit me till I went outside, and she stole like I had a heavy bag. It was like one of the first things I bought, and that it had cement at the bottom of it. It was outside. It was like one of them heavy bags that like broken husbands go out and hit when they're just frustrated because their kids don't respect them, and. And I was like, there is no way this human being moved this heavy bag with cement. What I think she did was she went on Facebook Marketplace because Facebook Marketplace giveth and it taketh away. I think that she was just like, if you can carry it, you can take it kind of thing.
Yeah.
Because I had a sauna, dog. I had just got a sauna. She stole it was a.
Wait, she stole the sauna?
Bro, do y'all not know this? Did I not send
we didn't know about
The sauna.
I'll send it so all the Bob and Tom folks can peep. I just got a black man. Do you know how many gigs I had to do to get that sauna? Stole my sauna. How many delayed flights? She stole. I had a walk-in sauna. She stole that, but I'm telling you, it's like, it really helped me realize that, like, if you don't like who you live with, it doesn't matter. Look at Kevin Costner's mansion. Did you see that mansion?
Yeah.
And he still got divorced. He could be in the west wing of the house and never see her, but just the idea that she's on the premises,
he couldn't handle it.
No.
Yeah, but she's not
if
leaving.
You don't
though,
like
right?
who you're with, it's a wrap.
The judge just decided she has to go. She has to get out by the end of the
Christy,
month.
can you explain what an ironclad prenup is?
I don't think
because
one exists.
We were arguing about it on the show. I know, because it's like, Kanye famously, we want prenup, and everybody's like, because he didn't have a prenup in his first one, and everybody goes, oh, he's so stupid. I think he lost $80 million. Let's all pause on that.
Yeah.
And so the second one, $80 million. So the second one, he's like, I got an ironclad prenup. And she had to leave the house in 30 days, and she just didn't. And everybody was like, yeah, she decided not to go. I'm like, oh, did she? I don't blame her.
Yeah.
But, like, I don't understand, like, what the law is.
I don't either, because she had a prenup. She agreed to those terms. And then when it came down to it, I ain't leaving. Not to give me more money.
Yeah.
Well, that'll be quite the
judge
scene
said-
when they evict her. That'll be.
The judge did say you have until the end of this month, you have to get out. But they're not going to rule on the prenup until November. That's the story I just read today.
Well, we need to explain
November.
to Ryan how this show works. The way
We
this
talk
show
about home and auto theft, right?
and broken hearts. Yes.
The way the show works is I'm trying to get a little bit hipper. I know that may be hard to believe.
I know, you're so hip already.
Yeah, Al is my man in the street helping me with the contemporary aspects of slang.
You mean he's not just your man. He's
my man, 50 grand.
That's right.
That's right.
Now, Al, let's show Ryan how this works.
All right. Well, Tom, I like to start off with, a little refresher so that you can obviously show Ryan how proficient you are. So just like, this is your show. So, like, why don't you tell Ryan, like, what a flex is?
A flex. Uh-oh.
Mm-hmm. No, you got it. Don't panic. Don't panic.
You do have
Don't
this,
make that face. You got this.
Is that showing off?
Yes. See, Tom?
I'm going to flex
got
for
it.
you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
Right.
So, Tom, now that we know what a flex is, let's go with the term. It's probably like mid-90s. Tom, just tell me what laced up means.
Laced up.
Laced up.
Is this a reference to you're ready to fight? You got your boxing gloves laced up for you?
No, but you're not that far off. You're in the house.
Is it a shoe reference? Lacing up your shoes?
No. Now you're walking out of the house and your bathrobe's open.
Is it lace like doilies?
Yes, Tom, it is exactly. It's like
That was big in the
Chantilly lace,
mid-90s hip-hop.
actually.
There's a Nelly song about it.
I'm laced up, man.
Laced up.
Yeah, boy. Is it a reference to a drug?
No.
Oh, yeah, because something can be laced, of course. Yeah.
Yes, definitely.
All right. I'm laced up. You ready to go?
I would say
It doesn't mean
it's
you're ready to-
analogous to hemmed up. I think we talked about hemmed up. Like hemmed up, laced up. Think about what those two things kind of are.
Hemmed up. You're putting on your most macho side of things?
Oh, it's not hemmed, hemmed.
Oh, hemmed up.
Yeah.
Hemmed up, laced
Are
up.
you wound tight?
Are you wearing shorts? Got the hem.
I feel like this is that game of like you get clues and you have to guess like who I am.
Are you wearing shorts?
Are you Dorothy Parker?
Are you the mayor? Yeah, no, it's like hemmed up, laced up. It's kind of the same, but kind of different. When I think about laced up, it's something you're involved in that you don't want to be in. So you're like, I just came down here to the bar to get a drink with Tom. He's already in an argument with 3 gigantic dudes from Australia. Now he's got me laced up in something I don't want to deal with.
Oh, okay.
So like messed up with. Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Yes.
Yeah.
Whereas hemmed up would be like if you guys got into a pushing and shoving match and one of those guys grabbed you kind of from the back and had you in a little bit of like a, bear hug or a chokehold or something. You'd be like, hey, I had to hem him up real quick because, he had me pinned down. So hemmed up is I always think of it more physical, where laced up is more like you got me involved in something I don't want to be in. So Tom,
all right,
I ask you now, for our audience, please use the phrase laced up.
Let's see now. What would I be doing? I was trying to sail out of the harbor.
Oh God!
I was trying to sail out of the harbor when I got laced up in some dinghy race.
I mean, sure.
Okay.
This is for a lot of Cape Cod related beef.
Yeah, it's like something goes on in the Hamptons, I think. But yeah.
And dinghy race sounds a little pejorative.
Yes.
Like, oh man, I got on the bus and it was full of people of the dinghy race.
No. All dinghies.
I was trying to get the boat out of the harbor, but there was some dinghy race going on, and there were all these little kids in their dinghies, and I didn't want to hit the gas and get a wake and dump them over.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah, so I got laced up in that. So you're saying it's not typically used for yachting?
No. A lot of this slang isn't for regattas.
I know why you would think that, because you're pretentious. But...
Okay, let's do another one, Al. Thank you.
Is there a slang term for pretentious?
Ooh, that's a good one. Pretentious. I would say probably just the first one that comes to mind is just bougie, but that's kind of easy. But just be like, Christy told me to wear jeans and tennis shoes. I walk in there super bougie, and I'm like, why didn't you tell me?
Right.
It's kind of like but pretentious is kind of like it's fancy for no reason. So, but the first one I would go with is bougie. Now, Tom, I know we're short on time. So I'm just going to ask you to use this phrase and just show Ryan this is how we do, okay?
Okay.
So, Tom, please use the phrase bossed up in the game.
Yeah, Tom, go ahead and do that.
This is
Check believe.
Bossed up in the game?
Yes.
I see.
And please repeat it like it's coming out of a robot's head. Swag, please.
Let's see now. Wow. Is it sort of literal? Is the word boss as in supervisor at the workplace?
Kind of. Yeah.
Okay. I was bossed up in the game.
Tom sounds like he's repeating phrases before he goes into his first undercover gig where he's going to be taken hostage in 4 minutes.
Yes.
Bossed up in the game.
To continue
I'm
our
not
analogy,
playing with you guys.
to continue our analogy to yachting, would it be? Well, I was planning on heading out of the harbor, then I got bossed up in the game by the Coast Guard.
No,
it doesn't mean a superior force is coming down on you and making you do what you don't want to do.
No, it's a positive thing. Think about yourself. Think about yourself as the superior force.
Yeah. Oh, you mean I took over? I walked into the situation and I took over.
Kinda.
What could you say this, man? When it comes to morning radio, Tom is bossed up in the game.
That's exactly how you would use it, Josh.
Oh,
okay,
yeah.
He's the best of the best.
Yeah, you've been running these airways for decades. You are literally bossed up in the radio game.
Bossed up. I like that. Okay, very good. Very
All right,
good.
so Tom, really quickly, now use it after Josh showed you exactly how to use it.
Let's see.
Don't mention sailboats or yachts this time.
I'm trying to think of a way to do this.
Well, what do you want him to say then, Willie? It's like all things go through regatta.
I'll do it this way. I don't know if you heard about this, but
the Kennedys were here.
Christy Lee.
What?
Christy Lee recently got married, and when it comes to marriages, she is bossed up in the game.
Yeah, I know my way around a marriage or two. Or
She
3
is,
or
though.
4.
There you go.
Hey, Christy, this one is the one. and anybody else blew it because you were the best chick ever.
Aw,
Straight up.
you're so
Straight
sweet.
up.
Thank you, Al.
Like, for anybody that can't get along with Christy, come on, dog, fix yourself.
Yeah, figure it out. Yes.
Now I'm trying to figure out a way to use laced up in that context.
Not like that.
You walked into the hallway, and Christy was on the phone with her new husband, and things sounded like trouble in paradise, and you didn't want to get all laced up in that.
Oh,
you
nice.
You walked away.
Yeah, that's very.
Especially if Christy tried to hand him the phone, like, will you talk to him? You're like, I don't want to get laced up.
Tom would be the last person.
That's it for another Bob and Tom Show Extra. Catch us on iTunes, Google Play, and Stitcher. For Bob and Tom Extra, this is Christopher. Take care, everybody.
Michael Rosenbaum and his Smallville co-stars take you behind the scenes of one of the greatest shows of all time.
We're going to watch every episode. Join us.
It's Big Talk.
You remember when I had to shave my head?
Oh, I think I was angry with this one.
On Smallville.
Yeah, I mean, I get it.
The scene you did, and this is the one that got me fired. Okay.
What?
Here we go.
I love the excursions with me and Welling.
It's everything that Superman stands for.
It's Talkville.
Talkville, we always talk about it. It's a great thing.
The Smallville Rewatch Podcast. Follow and listen on your favorite platform.